So, spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Eternal Empire. In the blue, our Terran player, representing Chivo. It is a special. And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner. Gonna have to defend some proxy shenanigans. It looks like it's already going well for him. Our red Protoss, currently teamless. It is Zest. Alright, so this probe saw this SCV, hit it for a little bit, but didn't follow it. And so we have a proxy barracks, and we're going to have a second proxy barracks. Doesn't even really delay it that much. Now, though, this probe's going to come up into the main base and see exactly what is up. This is a bit of a late gas. So it's an interesting build coming out of SpeCial here. Not going to really have much gas when that first barracks finishes. But now that Zest knows what's up, I imagine he's going to Cybercore first. No expansion going down just yet. We do have our first Marine coming out. SCV coming across. Maybe just trying to get a bunker down. This music feels very quiet right now. But got our first Zealot coming out. Zealot gonna try to be annoying. It's really hard actually for Marines to micro well against Zealots. The Reapers are really what you want against that. And then the Stalkers coming out, and Stalkers are so good against small amounts of Marines. Oh, look at that. Nexus going up right next to this bunker and these proxies. But this bunker... No, I don't think the bunker will get up. There is another SCV here, but it's very low. That SCV goes down. This one's at full hit points currently. That's, I think, 5 hits from a Stalker to kill it. Which means it will get up. So now we have this bunker shelling away at the Nexus. The shield batteries on the high ground, though, are going to help a ton. Gonna mean this Stalker, both of these Stalkers actually, can just go start shooting at this bunker. We have one barracks flying over here. There's the shield battery at work. Ooh, nice target fire on those probes, though. It takes out 3 probes real quick. First shield battery's out of energy. Second shield battery, still looking good. Bunker goes down. Barracks are floating home. We have a command center just now starting, but this Nexus is just now finishing. It looks like actually all those Marines got cleaned up. And now Zest can push across the map. I imagine a Cyclone's going to be coming out here. And that's a little bit more tough for the Stalkers to handle. Anyone got the bracket handy? Chicken Bot's got you, man. Chicken Bot's always got you. I love this. That's cute. You can just make a Marine here. Oh, this Marine trying to be annoying will not get that kill. 3 Stalkers up here. Cyclones are good, but they're not that good. 3 Stalkers at your front door is not ideal. Another lock on, but the supply depot does go down. Drops the extra supply, but that's still not enough to get this Widow Mine out. Medevac coming out, but there's nothing to heal. And can't even get the Marine out up here. So supply blocked is SpeCial. Trying to get this Cyclone out to do some pressure. And a 3rd CC going down very quickly. So SpeCial just trying to get into the later part of the game. Trying to force his way into a macro game after that weird start. What if burning floating buildings like exploded and you could just have one over the probes? Have it explode. It just does like AoE. Kills 10 probes. That's how you fix Terran. Alright, Cyclone comes out. We'll get a lock on. Zest's gonna pull away, and Medevac gonna boost out of there. Finally, we'll be landing this natural orbital. Special is on 30 SCVs to 44 probes. This is a really tough spot for him. This probe has also just been holding this watchtower, seeing all sorts of things happen. Little dual prong here, so Special gonna go in with the Liberator. But there's 2 Stalkers here. If he's not paying attention, that Liberator could die without doing much at all. There's also a lot of Stalkers down here. Oh no, and that's got a Cyclone in it. Cyclone's gonna go down. This Widow Mine gets 2 kills. Did the Liberator die too? I wasn't watching, and neither was Special. This tells the whole tale of this game right now. That's so cost efficient for Zest. He's lost 2 probes. I guess he lost a little more than 2 probes. He lost 5 probes and a Zealot. Oh, and an Observer. Feels bad, man. It's, yeah. This is rough for Special. I'm not sure how he plans to get back into this game. Obviously, if he can take a 3rd and not be punished for it for a while, if he can build up that economy. I mean, Zest's 3rd isn't even finished yet, and Special's already landing a 3rd base. But we have a Colossus drop with a Speed Prism because Zest is the handsome man. Oh, and it's a Speed Prism, so you can just keep following this. Has to be careful of the Raven though, which has enough energy for an Interference Matrix. If he can get that Interference Matrix, oh my god, it doesn't even matter. Special just gonna tap out. That was rough. It's a rough one from start to finish. Just felt like every little thing went wrong for Special there. And Zest able to grab a quick win in game number 1. What I was trying to say was if the Interference Matrix can go off on the Warp Prism while the Colossus is outside of it, maybe he'll have enough Marines to just gun down the Colossus, but so much damage getting done. All right. Oh, good God. Trying to change names. Make sure everything's good. Make sure everything is lovely and wonderful. We're heading into Ephemeron. Nice little grassy map with the little bridges. And I'm hoping Special has something a little bit better planned. I think if Special just macros up, I feel like he can take it to Zest, no problem. But that proxy ended up not working out well for him at all. I think the best thing it did was cost Zest some money to build the shield batteries. Messing everything up. Production, what are you doing, production? Anyways, on Ephemeron, spawning in the upper left hand corner, we do have Chivo's Special. And in the lower right hand corner, currently teamless. If you're looking to get somebody good on your team, this is the man. Not only is he handsome, but he's handsome, you know what I'm saying? It is Zest. One of the best Protoss players in Korea for many, many years. Some would even say the best. Because he is Zest. Rails TV, we're on a 2-minute delay. I did miss you. Barracks coming up at home for special this game. I'm very happy to see it. Zest, though, not taking any chances. Still going to get that Cyber Core before Nexus. A lot of times you won't see that from the Protoss player, but Zest, he's playing it a little bit safe just in case. And I like this plan. It does also allow you to put on a little bit of pressure. You get that Stalker out a little earlier maybe and push across the map with it. It could be very, very annoying. Oh, there's a sad Dorito in the chat. Sad Dorito. Feels bad. It's not over yet, though. And I definitely think Special has the capability to take 2 maps off of Zest here in a row. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Special, one of the best Foreign Terrans of all time. In fact, I'd say maybe the best Foreign Terran of all time. Just his consistency over the years is kind of insane. There are times where I feel like he's so good. I love rooting for Special. He's one of my all-time favorite players. Actually, just going for Marines here. Not going for a Reaper. I think, who was it I was casting yesterday that opened kind of like this? You know what? It was TY versus Nice. So I wonder if we're going to see mech here out of Special. That's what TY was favoring yesterday. He's favoring that mech versus Protoss play. But we'll see if that's something that Special's feeling. A lot of players don't really like that. Oh, looks like we're going for the Robo Bay once again. Might get those Colossi out. Could see a Colossus and a Speed Prism once again. That was some handsome play. This Observer gonna see these Marines moving out with this medevac. This is a double mine drop. Yeah, and there you go. Zest moving a little bit closer into position. Another Observer is over here. Just pumping out Observers right now. These Marines not really gonna get much done. Does see there's no third base though. Oh, Marines do draw the Stalkers out of position. Gotta be quick on the pull there. Kills the Widow Mine. There's still one more in here, but... Oh, he's not pulling. He surrounds it to kill it. Man, Zest. That takes some guts right there. That is some serious... Damn. Looks like he wants to drop back in, but... Sees the Stalkers with the Hellion. Special really not able to get all that much done in these games so far. It looks like it is going to be bio, so not going for that mech play, instead going for bio tank at the moment. So Marines pop in here. They may have stim, I'm not too sure. Nope, no stim. No stim even on the way. Oh, that medevac just barely gets out of there. Just barely. Yeah, actually just straight up pumping Marines here. Just now getting that tech lab barracks to potentially get stim, but no stim is kind of a big deal here. Well, I like that kill on the Observer. Oh no. Stalkers just happen to find that medevac. That's unfortunate. Here we have that Speed Prism once again with the Colossi in it. Colossus. Singular Colossus. And that's gonna go hit up in the main while the Stalkers potentially pressure down here. They don't have blink though, so they can't do too much, especially with the tank there. Missile turret goes up just seconds too late. Oh, there is a tank here though. We'll be able to put some damage on this Colossus. Oh, it's just out of range right now. Oh, get out of there. It is a speed prism. It's very speedy. Couple of Marines in here. Oh, Colossus gets picked up at the last second. Doesn't go down. Prism gets out of there. That's got to be frustrating for SpeCial. But SpeCial didn't lose all that much this time. Both of them getting that third base up. I think he might have just killed another observer. Zest is up, SpeCial's is up, and they're cranking it out. We got 1-1 on the way for both players. SpeCial is quite a bit ahead with that though. Might have a nice opportunity to hit with 1-1. A lot of scouting here from Zest. Really nice vision on the map. Colossus comes in again, kills a couple of SCVs. But SpeCial's moving across the map. He says, I don't know if I care all that much about your Colossus. And the Colossus doesn't have a ton of health left. These tanks, though, not coming with the attack. But it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of gateway units back at home. A couple of Immortals going to make it a little more difficult. But no further Colossus. Marines getting dropped. Couple into the natural to draw the fire. More moving into the main base. Try to get some damage done. This little stim force back here. Feels like it can get some stuff done. Does kill the War Prism. That's really nice, actually. Speed Prisms flying very far ahead of where they should be. Did that have the Colossus in it? Yeah, Colossus dies. And 11 probes have gone down. So overall, this has been really nice here from SpeCial. And Zest knocked down to 56 workers. And down an army supply as well. And this army, no splash damage just yet. Storm has just started. Does have a few Templar warped in. But yeah, without any splash damage, you really can't fight this army right now. Especially if he tried to push into these tanks. A lot of tanks here. And this is something we also saw from TY yesterday, was when he did go into a bio tank, it was like 3 factory tank at one point. One was very far ahead for SpeCial, but it looks like he didn't start his 2-2 immediately. So that's a lot closer between these two. Blink on the way. And 4th base. Going down for both players here. This army, again, it feels very, not very strong. Immortals are good, though. As is a prism full of Templar. This prism has to be careful, though. Speed prisms have a tendency to jump in front of your army. And they just move so quickly. Look at this army from SpeCial, though. This is looking like a very powerful army. It all comes down to if the tanks are sieged, where they're sieged, and how the storms land. Do we have any ghosts on the way? We do, as well as their enhanced shockwave for the EMP radius. Chronoing out those upgrades, trying to get them up. And it looks like they should be finishing 2-2 around the same time. We do have Disruptors coming out 2 at a time now, though. That's a nice counter to the Ghost play. Ooh, no Raven here. But there will be a turret going down, so potentially this Observer's time on this planet is limited. Ooh, big stim forward. A lot of these units from the Protoss moving down, but Beautiful force fields cut off a lot of those units for the Terran. And again, these tanks are all sieged where they're not doing anything. No EMPs just yet either. Where is that War Prism? It's way over here to the side. Some nice EMPs land in center mass, but the ghosts are going down. Here's the tanks though, and Zest does not want to fight into this many tanks. Some Templar come in for the storms, and a lot of this bio goes down. Disruptors going off on single ghosts now. Oh, Special unsieges all of his tanks at a really critical moment, I think, where he would have wanted them all sieged, but there's enough tanks and a little bit of biosport here to actually just push everything away anyways. He's so far up in army supply right now, 67 to 29. Kills that disruptor before the Nova goes off. Putting down a 5th base, sees there's no 5th base here from Zest, at least in that location. And now Special has to be feeling very confident. He's up at 161 supply. And it feels like so much of it is just in tanks. 9 Marines, 6 Marauders, and a Ghost, but he has 12 tanks. And continuing to make them 2 at a time right now. Very, very tank heavy army. Very difficult for Zest to engage into with his current unit composition. Immortals coming out now. Those tend to be quite good against tanks. But Gateway armies are a lot less good. Ooh, I like this. Gonna be able to pick off one of those Immortals very quickly and just get on out of there. Loses, ooh, 2 medevacs for his troubles though. That's actually, he's lucky they were empty, but the 2 low medevacs do end up going down. And yeah, this 3 factory tank means this army from Special, oh my god, look at that. What is Zest gonna do against that? He's got a couple of storms. I'd love to see like 1 or 2 Vikings just to push away this War Prism a little bit. Trying to force the siege and unsiege, but I don't think it's gonna give him quite enough time. Some nice storms go down. Ah, but these tanks just don't care. And a reinforcement bio, that's gonna be enough to help keep these tanks alive. And once he gets closer to this production, maybe able to split off to the left here while the tanks hold the right side. This Ghost is sharking around looking for some damage. Zest gonna hit from many, many angles. Storms landing on the bio really nicely. Is he gonna be able to take out all this bio and all these tanks? Storms on top of the tanks. Immortals getting some shots off on those tanks. It looks like Zest will clean the majority of this up. Ooh, War Prism goes down though. This is now a very scrappy battle. But Zest on 13 army supply to the 43 of Special. Special just continuing to produce back at home. But tanks by themselves in small numbers, not all that good. It's not like an Immortal. A couple of Immortals are still pretty good. A couple of tanks, a lot less good. Definitely needs that bio to join up with it. Gonna have a lot of tanks very quickly though. I love this out of Special too. Trying to take this base. The probe's gonna harass it. Force a cancel. Oh no. Meanwhile, Zest trying to take this base down in the lower left. 4 Marines come in. And they'll just kind of die. But at least he scouts this base, I guess. Still a super close, super scrappy game. Checking in on the upgrades. We have 3-2 for Special, 3-2 currently for our Protoss player with 1 shields. Gonna finish up those upgrades. Is Zest. Special as well, he's getting his +2 armor. I can't believe Zest was able to take out that position. That seemed like such a strong position. But the multi-directional attack really doing well. Still so many tanks here for Special. He has rebuilt this army very effectively. Once again, up about 30 army supply. A bunch of these Zealots charge in. That is not what those Zealots wanted to do. And a lot of them will go down before the battle even starts. Zest actually going for a counterattack into this planetary. He should be able to take it down no problem with this many Immortals. But what is Special going to do? Special's hitting over on this side. He's trying to defend with a few tanks. Some storms go down on the army. Big recall. The recall should go off, but the Nexus will go down as well. Speed Prism should actually be able to get a storm or two off. Yeah, there he goes. Actually kills a ton of those bio units. And the supply is equalized. Zest has definitely brought it back. New 5th base gets landed for Special. New one gets planted for Zest. Big Daddy Immortal doesn't care about your EMPs. Still a very strong tank backbone here for Special. 13 tanks right now and 3 more on the way. He's about to have 16 siege tanks. He does have +2 for those siege tanks as well, so they hit really, really hard. But with siege tanks, it's all about positioning. It's all about getting them sieged up before the attack happens, and that can be really tough. This army from Zest is a lot more mobile. He's going to be able to hit multiple places at once. Looks like he wants to go try to hit up into the natural with those Zealots. Oh, some EMPs getting launched. Catching a few of these units. That really weakens the Protoss army. Zest not going to want to fight in that case. So many units are rallied here, though. I don't know how much these Zealots are really going to do. Well, a few of them run away. Marauder's not very good versus Zealots. Neither are tanks unsieged. But in the meantime, really nice tank positioning here out of Special. Going to make it really tough for Zest to engage into this. Disruptors need to get some hits, but they've been targeted down. Ooh, big flank on the backside, though. Again, massive storms going down on those tanks will clean all of that up. Special, even on supply, but so much of it is in medevacs right now. He has 9 medevacs. It's a pretty big part of his army supply at the moment. And Zest feels it. He smells blood in the water. He says, I want to come over and attack. There's no way you have a lot back at home after losing that much. And he's absolutely right. There is still 1 disruptor left as well. Might be able to get a good Nova hit. Does clip a tank, so nothing too special there, but the Immortal's taking care of that tank. Stalker's actually quite good versus tanks as well. And then a big Zealot warp in as he moves around to the natural base. And this is the real struggle with the tanks, trying to reposition them. Liberators come out, but there's plenty of Stalkers. There's high ground vision, and I think this is gonna be it. This is looking like the end of Special here. I think Zest is just gonna be able to take this game. There it is, GG. Zest takes the game and the series, 2-0.